Okay, so for G3, our third group assignment, we had to create an itinerary for our group study abroad trip. So to start off, what is an itinerary? It is a plan or schedule that outlines planned events for a trip in a day-by-day and timeline basis. Itineraries can contain restaurants, travel, companies, historical sites, and anything else that you might want to plan on seeing when you're traveling abroad. So this is just a look at one of the days from our itinerary that we created. And you can see that it starts with us in the morning, starting at the hotel, and then it lists off the various things that we're going to try to not check off on that day, whether that be lunch, dinner, or certain sites we wanted to go see. So who's using an itinerary? Generally, it's used by groups that are traveling or for projects. And although many people can find them useful, anyone who's in charge of leading a group, I'd say, is more likely to lean towards the use of an itinerary. They can be helpful in order to ensure that both fun and educational experiences are carried out. It also helps when large groups are divided to subgroups because it provides an easy access schedule and can keep everybody together when, say, they're in a foreign place or somewhere they're not used to. So, why should you use an itinerary? Itineraries are used to plan and organize trips to ensure that you are using time effectively and in a purposeful manner. This just allows you to make sure that you get what you wanted out of your trip, whether that be wanting to see something, go somewhere, experience something, whatever it might be. So, where are they used? Most commonly, they're used in family vacations, university or school trips, whether that be study abroad or field trips, business trips, or even like missions trips and various group travel around the world, although anybody can use them. So, when are they used? Itineraries should be used and are created in the time before the actual trip. Although some people do it real close to the beginning of their trip, it is better to be planned out way ahead of time, just to ensure that you're getting out what you wanted and to make sure that you can fit what you wanted in the time that you have available. So, how we created our itinerary. First, we used the free site Trip Hobo to start our itinerary. It was super easy and helpful, and it's free, which makes it even better. But it gives you a good idea and understanding of different cities in the country that you wanted to go to, and gives you a list right off the bat of different restaurants, historical sites, all that good stuff. So although it gives you all these good sites and loads you up, we did have to change some stuff to make sure that it was good and would meet the requirements of our study abroad trip. So we then took the document off the site and put it into Google Docs so that we could all edit and collaborate on it. Lastly, we used various sites to look at prices and transportation of housing, or prices of transportation and housing, just to ensure that we could afford the trip and make sure that we were planning our trip effectively. So lastly, here's just a look kind of the general layout of our itinerary. It was a 8-day trip that we planned out, or 9-day trip. And so this goes on for a few pages, but this is kind of the layout for the whole thing.